y'all, happy Tuesday. It'll be Sunday when you see this, but I'm trying to get better at vlogging during the week. But let me just be honest, I don't be having a whole lot going on in my life outside of the house. As you can see, it's raining. Yeah, welcome to Washington. But it hasn't rained in a minute. Like, it rains all the time here, and I am parked so crooked I can feel it, but whatever. People decided to park away from me. It hasn't rained for a minute here. Even though people think Seattle, they automatically think rain and like it rains all the time, and it does. However, in the months of July, which today is July 2nd, gosh, it's moving so quickly. In the months of August and like partial September, it doesn't rain as much. So we literally get rain 10 months out of the year, meaning that the majority of the rainy days happen in those 10 months, but it doesn't mean it don't rain at all, or doesn't rain at all in July and August. And the first half of September just means it rains a lot less. But we were due some rain. Like, we had some really hot days, which is unusual here. So yeah, we needed a little bit of water. So anywho, I'm just checking in. I am just like, today's one of those days where, first of all, I had a pretty decent hair day yesterday, but today, because I didn't wrap it, I literally went to sleep like this because I went to bed later than I planned. And so I just went to sleep. So I'm surprised it is even halfway. You see them gray hairs? Look at them gray hairs. It used to be a few. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't even. Look at that. All them gray hairs. Gray hair everywhere. But anyways, yeah, so I'm happy that it's even laying flat. I just ran out really quick to pick up hubby because he just got off of work, and the girls wanted something from 7-Eleven. And I'm like, I stay at a store. That's all I do. As a mom, do you feel like you're always at the store? Like, your life consists of running errands and being at the store? And I don't even go outside that much on a regular. Like, I'm not the type of person that I like to run somewhere every day. And I see people do it, and I'm like, that makes me tired. I remember when I used to do the car line at school. That used to be like one of the most time-sucking, most irritating things ever. You get there early, so you're not at the back of the line, but you're still in line, and there's a process. Then I'm telling my kids, be out here, don't be messing around, because I'm not trying to be waiting out here. And then the car line, it's just a whole thing. I used to, me and my friend in Texas, we used to tickle each other talking about that car line and the mom driving. Like, I stayed in the car when my kids were in school, before I was homeschooling. It's like I stayed in the car all the time. Like, they say you spend half your life in your bed. I felt like I was spending half my life in the car, and I really was. It was like I was always running errands. When we were in Houston and I would go pick my husband up from work, that was a whole probably 30-minute there process, plus traffic, plus coming back, picking the kids up. Like, it was just the soccer mom for real, and we didn't even play soccer. Like, it was just ridiculous. So I'm so thankful that I don't have to do that. I try to remember the things to be thankful for and not complain all the time. But I'm at 7-Eleven again. My husband went in. The girls wanted slushies, and one of them didn't get her hot Cheetos yesterday, which I told them they quit. Do you let your kids eat hot Cheetos? Tell me below. Or do you eat it? I love a hot Cheeto, but I don't buy them and eat them because they're not really good for your insides. And so my youngest especially told her, this is it. Because they're not good for you. Takis either. I think Takis are worse. They did a study on them. But if I could just be truthful as a parent, we know things aren't good for our children, but we let them have some things that they shouldn't more than they should. And I think that's just being a parent. We just want to, say yes to our kids sometimes. But yeah, I have to cut them back because I'm really trying to get on a path of eating better on a consistent basis. And I actually eat pretty good. It's just I eat too much of the good stuff, and I throw in some bad stuff every now and again. But anywho, I was just checking in with you guys, and maybe the rest of my week won't be as boring. Can't guarantee it though. The kids are supposed to go stay with their grandma on Friday night. She's gonna come over Thursday for the 4th, and we're gonna do food at the house. No barbecue because we don't have no grill. but we're just gonna have like some family time, probably watch a movie or something on Thursday, and then Friday night they're gonna go over and spend the night with her. I don't have any plans or anything. They were supposed to go last week, but both of them weren't feeling well, so they didn't go over. So I told her I'll bring them on Friday night. And I'm still working on my ebook and video bundle that's coming out Thursday. And I just don't feel today, I just feel like blah. I don't feel creative today, even though I know the material and what I need to do, but I just don't feel to do it. But I still sat down and I still did some work on it, even though I wasn't feeling it. But yeah, now I have watched all these other people go in this store and come out. Literally like 4 people have pulled up after my husband went in there and come out, and he is still in the store. One thing about my husband, he don't get in no hurry for nobody. If he ain't doing it at his pace, he ain't doing it. Is this him coming? Nope. No, for real. People have gone in the store, like at least 2 cars over here and then 2 over here, gone in and came out after him. He's only supposed to be getting 4 items. He be on his own time schedule. For real, for real. And the fact that I'm parked here crooked. But anywho, I'm going home after this. I made pizza for like a late lunch. Like, I didn't make it. I put it in the oven, but I wanted to make hamburgers. Oh, I forgot to tell him I wanted to make hamburgers, but we need hamburger buns. I mean, we could use regular bread, but I would like to have a nice hamburger bun. I wouldn't mind it being toasted. Here he comes. He got a whole... What he got going on? Watch, he gonna say something. Because I'm gonna say something about him being slow. I told him he was gonna drive, but I didn't feel like getting out the car. I was just telling the people that you are a slowpoke.
I thought you was gonna drive.
What's that have to do with how long it took you to come out?
You gonna drive.
I told y'all he's talking about something else. He don't want to talk about the point at hand. The point at hand is that it took you forever to come out. Like 4
Just
people
like
went in and
driving.
came out.
Just like you're driving.
Oh, now you want to try to throw jabs?
Just saying.
It did take you forever to come out. 2 people came over here. 2 people came over here, went in and came out after you.
And?
What was you doing? Why are you taking so long?
Because I want to see what else is in there.
It's 7-Eleven. You know what else is in there.
Don't matter.
You want to have a fight on camera?
Do you?
You won't win.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, you guys. You smell like smoke. What was you in there doing? In the back of the room? You was in the back smoking?
Yeah.
Oh, say hi to the people. You just go stare. It's so silly. What you got? What's this? Oh.
What you asked
I wanted to make hamburgers. I forgot to tell you. So we don't got no hamburger buns.
I don't know what to tell you.
You want to eat regular bread?
I don't know what to tell you.
So you don't want to go to the store is what you're saying?
I already said to go to the store originally.
I know, but I forgot I wanted hamburger buns. I mean, yeah, hamburger buns.
Off and you can go back.
Oh, I'm not going nowhere. Look, my hair is natural, but it's raining.
Listen home.
Just put it in here. No, we got to make something for dinner. It's hamburger. I already thought out the ground turkey. But I was thinking we should get some hamburger buns. I'm going home. I'll see you guys sometime during the week. So, my honey was sweet enough to go back out to the store to get some toasted or some hamburger buns so that I could have my toasted buns. Don't they look delish? Butter melting on the top. I just took the top halves out, and we have the bottom halves in the toaster oven. And over here we have some ta-da! Pickles. I had no pickles and I didn't even realize it until I was getting the cheese out of the refrigerator. So we got 2 kinds of pickles, ovals and stackers. So some slice and some ovals. So he was nice enough to go out to the store and get that. Now we are going to sit down and watch a movie together. So I'm sitting down to eat. Everybody has their plates. I have mine. I have a monster burger with some salsa ranch on the side, and pickle and cheese. And we're about to watch this movie. It's called The Mule. And it is with Clint Eastwood. He is such a dynamic director. And I think he wrote this, or this is his concept or idea. It has Lawrence Fishburne, Bradley Cooper in it. And it came out in 2018. And he is, it says a hard-charging DEA agent pursues a 90-year-old drug courier for a Mexican cartel. Is that not crazy? This is a Warner Brothers production, and so we're about to eat and watch this movie together. Don't mind those purses you see on the floor right there, because those need to be sold. Those are a lot of my older purses that are still in good condition. There's a couple purses with tags on them, like kid purses, and some books and notebooks there. We are doing, well, my husband has really been decluttering our lives and getting rid of stuff, but we're about to watch this. I've been wanting to see this for a long time, so we're gonna watch this while we eat. And yeah, this is our night. So Tuesday turned out not so bad. I still have work to do, so I'll be up late tonight. I'll see you guys later in the week. So I'm out and about again, just leaving the bank. Oh, my camera's backwards. My camera was backwards. So just leaving the bank for making a deposit. Now I'm trying to think, are there any more to run today? Because I told y'all, I really don't be liking going in and out the house like that. My doggone phone is hooked up through Bluetooth to my car, so every time I turn the car on, my iTunes picks up and starts playing random whatever music is next in the shuffle, I guess. So I'm not about that leaving, going out, running around, doing stuff every day. But there are some weeks where I really find myself out and about more times than I would like to be. And you must want my parking spot. Let me get out your way. And so I end up being out, more times than I really want to, but it's not often. So I just it takes so much time to go places. Who says that? It just takes so much time to go places. What is that? But it does. It takes time to get out the house and get the kids. And so, as you guys saw earlier in the vlog, it is laundry day. And I'm sorry if the camera is shaking. I bought this tripod. Well, I guess it's not a tripod. It's a camera holder for your car, which I guess would be a tripod. I don't know. This building I'm passing right here, if you guys can see it, I remember, it's this green building. I remember coming here many years ago, when I was pregnant, standing in line. You're driving all on the wrong side of the road. Standing in line, waiting for free toys for Christmas for my kids. And of course, my phone rang. But I was saying about the building, it was my husband calling on his lunch break that he was supposed to take forever ago. But anyways, I was saying about the building, that green building that I was passing. I don't know if you guys could see it with my camera while I was driving. I went there to get some toys, and I must have been pregnant with my second daughter, because no, maybe it was the first one. It had to be the first one, because I wouldn't have went through that a second time. But I went there and stood in this long line, and I was pregnant, and I had rough pregnancies. And so I remember standing in that line, and they gave everybody a garbage bag with the toys or whatever in it. And I was pregnant, so I want to say it was the second one, because my first one was born in November. So I'm trying to think. I can't remember, but I can imagine, because it was in the daytime, so my husband would have been at work. And I don't remember having the little one, my oldest, with me and being pregnant with the second one. I don't know. But whatever the case was, that was the most humiliating thing ever, because I stood there forever waiting on toys. And I remember everybody coming out with these big old bags of toys. And when I went through and got in there, and they ask you your name, like you had to already have had registered and have a ticket or whatever. And I got up there, and they gave me the bag, and I didn't think anything of it. I took the bag. And I think they also gave us a box of food. But whenever I got to the car, finally, and I was so exhausted. I was so tired, because I was big and pregnant. Whichever one I was pregnant with. And I got to the car, and I opened the bag, and it had one whole toy. One toy. One toy. One little baby toy. And I was just like, that was so frustrating. And not because of the amount of, well, it was because of the amount of toys, and not to be greedy or anything, but like, I stood in this line for a couple hours at least. I don't know, it could have been longer than that, but it was a long line. And it was just, and there was nowhere to sit down. There was no chairs. I didn't know I needed to bring a chair, or I would have. Like, I didn't think I was going to make it at one point. I was just going to leave. And then every time I thought about leaving, I was like, well, I need to get this toy for my kid. So the baby I must have had the first child and been pregnant with the second one, because I wouldn't have stood in line for a child that wouldn't have remembered the toys anyway. I don't know. If I was pregnant with my first, she was born in November, so December she wouldn't have been knowing nothing about no toys anyway at a month old. So it must have been the oldest one was already here, and she was 2. I don't know. But anyways, it was just humiliating, and I was just like, and I remember thinking then, there has to be a better way. There has to be a better way. And again, my oldest was probably 2 if she was born, and then the youngest was coming in February, if that was the situation, because I really don't remember. But I'm assuming I had to have already had the oldest one, because there's no way I would have stood in line for toys for a baby that couldn't remember. It wouldn't have mattered. But anyway, I was just like, there has to be a better way. Something has to change. And so every time I pass that building, I remember that, and I just remember where my life has gone to since then. So that's just a thought, because I passed there, and it just dawned on me again, and I saw a whole bunch of people sitting outside like they do, what's it called? Not food baskets, but that's what it is. A food bank. They do food bank and stuff. So I just passed there and saw people walking, and saw people sitting on the lawn out there, and that just made me remember and recall the time that I stood in line for not only food, and then I had to carry it. I didn't have nobody with me to help, and I'm big and pregnant, carrying this big old box of food in this trash bag with one toy in it. And I don't know. And one thing I say for sure, Maya Angelou has a quote, and it says, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the whole quote, but it says, people may forget
hey guys, so it's just after midnight on Saturday. It's technically Sunday now, and I'm about to edit and upload this video for you. So I just wanted to close out the vlog and say I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully something I said inspired you. If you want to be successful, be consistent. That's with anything that you want to do in life. I love you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. And we're almost to 100 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to go ahead and click that red button. Click that bell so that you get first notification when I do upload a new video, which is every Sunday. And I will see you guys next week for new adventures. Bye. God bless. Trust God and love yourself.